A woman in Orlando was found hanging from a tree. Orlando police have said they believe she committed suicide.
But her family thinks that someone else is responsible for her death.
But Orlando Police Department believes the cause was suicide.
My sister, Yolna Ruth Lubrin, did not commit suicide.
Let's talk about this young lady, Lolo, and how her body was found. Her body was found roughly about 7:40 a.m. on Thursday in late September. Somebody found her hanging from a tree in another person's yard. She did not know these people whatsoever. Her clothes were partially off. Police said they tried to save her, but she was dead already. Early on, they told the public that it looked like a suicide. They called it an unattended death and said there were no other injuries besides the marks that were around her neck. But later, an article shared a lot more information the public did not know about. First, there was a video online showing her body. Her sister, Naomi, saw it. In the video, Yo-Yo's chest was exposed and she was hanging so low from the tree that she could touch the side of the house. So that was very strange. A second video showed her car outside. The windshield was broken, the driver's door was damaged, and the doors were wide open and things were thrown all over. The person filming that particular video asked the police what went on last night. Two men who lived behind the house saw her body that morning. They didn't call anyone. They just went to work like nothing happened. That is another strange thing. How can you go to work and see a partially naked body hanging from a tree and you still go to work? Police never questioned them. By the time Naomi got there from Fort Lauderdale, police had already left. They didn't check inside the house or the back unit. When Naomi asked why, they said they didn't have probable cause. But how is that not probable cause when you see a naked young lady hanging from a tree? And not from a tree in her own backyard. The night before, Yo-Yo had texted somebody and said that she was with a creepy person. That wasn't a vague message, that was a warning. People nearby heard loud noises that night, but nobody ever followed up. No officers went door to door, no one tried to find out more. It was more like her life didn't matter to investigators. Naomi said it was clear that police messed up. They didn't protect her sister. They treated her like just another case that they wanted to close very quickly. Now the police said they are worried about the false information that could be found online. But instead of giving answers, they're upset about the questions that people are asking. This isn't the first time. In 2020, a black man named Nevan Baker was found hanging in a park in Orlando. Police said it was a suicide too, but a civil rights attorney said Nevan had bruises, missing teeth, and tied hands. That case was shut down fast and never reopened. Now it's happening again. Same kind of death, same police, same silence around things that don't add up. And this goes deeper than just bad police work. When black people are found hanging in 2023, it brings back painful history. It's not just about one person, it's about the image behind the hanging. It deserves real answers, not quick excuses. The NAACP reminded everybody that lynching was still legal up until just 2 years ago. The Emmett Till Act only passed in 2022, and it's not so ancient history. It's recent. That's why Yo-Yo death hits hard.
Lubrin's body was found in the backyard of a home near West Livingston Street and North Westmoreland Drive. Her family says as far as they know, she had no connection to that neighborhood.
That she didn't put herself there, someone had to have put her there. Investigate all individuals who lived or occupied the home of where Mrs. Lubrin's body was found.
A black woman was found hanging from a tree in somebody else's backyard with her chest out and her car wrecked out front. Police showed up, looked around and said it was probably suicide. That's what they lead with. No search of the house, no questions for the people who saw her body, no real investigation before they packed up and left. Her name was Yolna Lubrin, but folks called her Yo-Yo. She was 30 years old, she had a whole life, and she didn't know that neighborhood. She didn't live there, she didn't belong in that yard. Her sister said she was with someone creepy the night before, and now she's dead behind a house nobody can explain. Watch this clip real close, then we gonna talk about what the news didn't say out loud.
We shared this next story. We need to warn you, the details are hard to hear. A woman in Orlando was found hanging from a tree. Orlando police have said they believe she committed suicide.
But her family thinks that someone else is responsible for her death. West Houston Tonight Gabriel explains why her loved ones and activists are now calling for accountability.
My sister was loving. She was cared for. She was my mother's caretaker.
The family of Yolna Lubrin says she was a happy-go-lucky woman with a great sense of humor. They say she would have turned 31 years old this month, but she'll never see another birthday. Her life ended in a way her family describes as a mystery that needs to be solved.
On September 28th, 2023, Thursday, at approximately 7 a.m. in the morning, the partially nude body of 30-year-old Yolna Lubrin was found hanging from a tree in the back of a home in Orlando, Florida.
The Orange County Medical Examiner tells WESH 2 the cause of Lubrin's death is still under investigation, but Orlando Police Department believes the cause was suicide. In a statement, OPD said in part, while all death investigations are predicated upon the existence of trauma to the body in order to determine a criminal act, our investigation has thus far not revealed any physical injuries other than the ligature marks on the neck caused by the hanging.
Because my sister, Yolna Ruth Lubrin, did not commit suicide.
Lubrin's older sister was joined by 2 community activists Wednesday morning as she talked about her family's loss.
She's not a case number, but she's a person that tragically lost her life.
OPD says that there's documented history of mental illness, witness statements, and cell phone communications from Lubrin that showed signs of suicide. Lubrin's body was found in the backyard of a home near West Livingston Street and North Westmoreland Drive. Her family says as far as they know, she had no connection to that neighborhood.
That she didn't put herself there, someone had to have put her there. Investigate all individuals who lived or occupied the home of where Mrs. Lubrin's body was found.
In Orlando, Sanaika Brigadigues, WESH 2 News.
Orlando police says it never takes death cases lightly and that Lubrin's case is still an open investigation. If you or someone you know may be struggling with their mental health, please call 911 or the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988.
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.